These are the dogs available for adoption here at Pinellas County Animal Services at closing time on Wednesday, December the 12th. Our first dog is Dominic. We moved Dominic to a brighter cage. It was hard to see him in a cage that didn't have much light in it. Dominic is 5 years old and weighs 50 pounds. Up next is Jude. Jude knows the basic command of sit. He's also a year old. Look at that. He's sitting for the camera. He's a year old and weighs 50 pounds. This is Zeke. Zeke has a thing for tennis balls. Loves chasing them. He also knows the basic command of sit. He appears to be house trained. He is 3 years old, a high energy boy who weighs 38 pounds. Up next is Marley. Marley's taking a nap. Marley is just under 2 years old, and Marley knows fetch. He'll also sit on command. He weighs 50 pounds. This dog, hamming it up for the camera, is Patches. Patches is a year old, and he weighs 60 pounds. Had a cold, but he got over it, and he's all better and ready to go. Looks like a couch potato to me, but he is pretty high energy. He loves to play. A dog that doesn't like to play a whole lot would be Harley. Harley is an easy-to-walk boy who is 6 years old. He weighs 35 pounds, but he really does need to be on a diet. And this thin sweetie is Chrissy. Chrissy is a year old, and she weighs 43 pounds. One of our newer dogs at adoptions. She's got a lot of energy, though, so make sure you give her a lot of food and a lot of toys to play with. Adoptions are still $40 here in the shelter for our animals waiting for homes for the holidays. This is Marty. Marty knows sit, shake, and lay down. Marty weighs about 50 pounds. He loves to play with other dogs here in the shelter. This is Callie, a puppy. She weighs 45 pounds, and she is 8 months old. And this big hand is Jangle. Jangle is 2 years old, and she weighs around 50 pounds. She is very easy to walk on a leash. Well, Mackie's not as easy to walk on a leash, but not too bad. This dog likes to run and then likes to cuddle. This 4-year-old weighs 48 pounds. This is Lizzie, who is 3 years old, coming up to see us. She is 30 pounds. I like the pattern on this dog's face. This is Mary. Mary as in Merry Holidays. Mary is 3 years old and weighs 47 pounds. Just a cutie. This is Jasmine. Jasmine loves swimming in the pool, playing with tennis balls, and knows the basic command of sit. Just a perfect dog. She is easy to walk on a leash, 9 years old, and weighs 48 pounds. Apollo found a home today, which we were thrilled. And this is Zoe. Zoe really likes Apollo, so she'll have to find a new best buddy here at the shelter, unless that'll be you taking her home. Zoe is a year old and 43 pounds. Well, this is Ezra. Ezra got neutered, so we have the little cone on his head so he can't chew on his stitches. He's 2.5 years old and 54 pounds. It's hard to see his face, but he does know the basic command of sit, and he is demonstrating that right now. Layla's been with us for just a little while. She arrived in late November. She was given up by her owner. She's 4 years old, 55 pounds, and has a good amount of energy. Well, this big dog is Abe. Abe is 64 pounds. Abe is good with other dogs. Knows sit, shake, and down. He walks really well on a leash, too. He's a year old and just seems to be the perfect dog overall. He also, at least here at the shelter, appears to be fully house-trained. And we do have a couple of dogs here on our back row. The first one is Barney, who's been with us since the beginning of November. Barney is a 1.5-year-old hound mix, probably beagle, and weighs 48 pounds. Barney is really easy to walk on a leash. Up next is a dog named Zoe. We seem to get a lot of dogs named Zoe lately. That's a very submissive dog rolling on her back like that. She is a puppy at 6 months old, and she weighs 40 pounds. And this dog is aptly named. This is Happy. Happy is a year old, and Happy is 40 pounds. She's a pretty dog. And our last dog today is a dog that started out shy, but opened right up. This is Holly, an easy-to-walk 3-year-old who weighs 48 pounds. She is beautiful. Well, that's all the dogs we have up for adoption here at Pinellas County Animal Services at closing time on Wednesday, December the 12th. All the dogs in today's video will be available for adoption when the shelter reopens tomorrow morning, Thursday the 13th. Adoptions are still $40, and we hope that you come and adopt one of our homeless pets soon.